Hi, Bethlehem Lutheran. I am trying to find a place. I'm in between two windows here, so you're going to see a glow. I just glow, I guess. But I wanted to record the instructions. Tomorrow I will post on this site actually making the 3 meals and the step-by-step instructions. But today I wanted to give you a little information that will make tomorrow or Friday, whenever you make these meals, much easier. And I'm Cindy, by the way. I wish we could be together, but I really applaud you for letting us do this online like this. So some things that you will need when you make your meal is any kind of bowl that's pretty deep. And then for every recipe, you need your freezer bag. So I recommend that you write with a magic marker, like a permanent marker, the name of the recipe, and then you will put your meat in this bag to start off with. So now the recipes serve 6 easily. Like I said, get 6 pork chops, 6 chicken breasts. But if you don't want that large of a meal, then divide the meat. Put 3 chicken breasts in one bag, 3 chicken breasts in the second bag, and mark and label those with the name of it. The other thing that is very handy to do is to cuff the bag so that when you seal it, the food isn't in where you want to seal it. So cuff the bag, and then while you have the bowl, is that the bag sits in there to give it some support so it doesn't tip over. Now, we're not making any soup recipes per se, which have a lot of liquid in them, but this just keeps it from bouncing all over your counter or making a big mess. You'll also want a couple of measuring cups, definitely a 1/2 cup and a 1 cup measurement. So get those, and then your favorite knife. I happen to like a tomato knife that has a serrated edge, but whatever you like. Some can opener. Of course, I got Pampered Chef that seals the edge and no sharp edges on it, but have a can opener, and then you'll want a cutting board so that if you need to chop some onion or something like that, you would have that. Now, I ordered, when I got your addresses last week, Monday or Tuesday, I got orders placed for all of you for the spices that you need to put in these recipes. But with this COVID-19 situation, our distribution center at Pampered Chef in Chicago has to split the shifts. And so they're coming out a little bit slower than what we are accustomed to, but I fully understand. I'm just glad they're open. So I looked yesterday, and the spices hadn't even shipped yet to each of you. So we're going to have a backup plan here, which is basically you're going to add all the ingredients to this. Tomorrow, when you get the step-by-step directions, the spices that you are to add are for each recipe, and you may just have to add them when you cook it if we don't have them in time. Or if it hasn't frozen solid, you could add them to your bags when they come. I just really expect them to ship, but they'll probably arrive Saturday when we're after doing this. So, and you could put your recipes together and wait till they come too. That's up to you. But just know I'm watching the shipment of it. I'll let you know, when they're coming out. But each of you are getting your seasonings sent right to your home. The seasoning, I wanted to point out to you that the cap of this is a 1 tablespoon measurement. So a lot of your recipes are going to call for like a tablespoon of chili lime rub or a tablespoon of garlic and herb. So you just fill the cap and dump that into your bag with the meat. Just keeps it simple that way, okay? I made notes here of what I wanted to tell you. The cooking times will be posted with each recipe, and I will put them all on a sheet that you could print off, or you can write on the bag, however you want to do it, or put it on a piece of paper on your fridge. But It says you can put them frozen in a crock pot, so when you freeze them, make sure that they're going to fit in your crock pot and not laying flat and then wouldn't fit. I personally like to thaw the freezer meal out completely, and then I do it in a covered vessel, like a skillet with a lid, or a stoneware or a rock crock piece that has a lid to it. You want something with a lid that will keep the steam in it so it cooks more evenly and keeps the moisture in there. Why I like to do that is that I have a better control over the recipe from not getting overcooked, undercooked, soggy if it's pasta that I'm adding, that kind of thing. But it can be done. So that is just my little 2 cents on that. The crock pot lasagna, of course, has some noodles to it. I didn't put that on your grocery shopping list because it's something that you will add when you cook. And I like to use small pasta, like the small bow tie pasta. They even have small lasagna noodles. That's what I use. And you will be adding the pasta after the liquids have, the meat's been cooked and the liquids are hot. You want them boiling, bubbling. Then you can add them to your crock pot or your skillet or whatever you're using. Now, if you notice as it's cooking, it usually only takes about 10-15 minutes when you add the raw pasta to it. You don't have to cook it separate, just put it right in the pan. If it gets sticky or gummy, then just add a half a cup of liquid to it, and you can have it come out like you want it to. And you can do that with any recipe. I use it with a lot of my recipes, favorite family ones. I never cook my pasta separate anymore. So again, I will put the cooking instructions for each meal. When you order, place an order with Pampered Chef onto the church fundraiser. I will post that you would go to your browser, which is where you type in an address, and you're going to put pchefparty.com, and then it's going to say, what's the code? And so there's a specific code that you are going to put in there for the church, and it's 583072. And again, I will post that. But why I'm doing it that way is that you will place your order, put in your payment form. It gets emailed to me that an order's there, and then I can go in and remove the shipping costs so that you do not have to pay shipping on that order, and that you aren't getting charged for that. And then I can send it in, and all orders will be shipped directly to your home. So if people want to participate in this fundraiser for the church that aren't doing the freezer meals, they certainly can. They'll get the free shipping. The church will get the income from that. I will donate my commissions from this to the church, or most of them anyway. So people from anywhere across the country can actually order on this, and their orders get shipped directly to them. So I think that's the instructions that you need, the tools you need, a few tips. And again, I will hop on here tomorrow, and I will post, I'll make one recipe for you, and then I will post the directions on the next two so that you get a feel for it. But thanks again for this opportunity. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Have a great day.